Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Booking It with me, Jonna. My very special guest today is the author, C.D. Corrigan, not Chris Thurston.
Yes.
So,
we're pretty sure about all of that.
I am 98% sure about these things. You should be 100% sure about these things since it's
Jonah,
you.
I'm becoming less sure by the moment.
Look. So anyway, this is C.D. Corrigan. He is the author of The Memory Thief, The Streets of Knox Valor, Book 1,
Woo!
in the Chronicles of the Crossing series. Which
Collection. Yeah, I don't know how they're qualifying that.
stressful. I've been stressed about it all day.
It was confusing for us too, but we did figure it out, and it turned out pretty cool.
Hey, the covers are gorgeous. They're so
Thank
pretty.
you.
I love all the colors.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I actually painted 2 of them myself. It was a lot of fun.
You painted them?
Digitally, but yeah.
How fun.
Yeah, I'm a professional artist when I'm not doing writing words and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So we did these, they brought up. For those of you who don't know, the Chronicles of the Crossing was a collection of 4 different authors who were brought together by Storytellers Forge. I've given this spiel a couple of times, can you tell?
And they all have the same initials, apparently.
Yeah, definitely. We're all named Chris.
You call it the Chris's of the Crossing.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's the sequel now. No, so it's 4 different authors, 4 different books, hopefully spawning 4 different series. They're not, but they all take place in the same like shared universe, shared like setting is the collection there. So this Storytellers Forge gave us the like world brief and was like, here, go nuts, and we all went, all right. But yeah, and then the book started coming out. And they were like, we need to find you a cover artist. And I was like, what if? Hear me out. I did it. And yeah,
Crazy idea. Let's talk about it. Mm-hmm, it's me. Mm-hmm. I'm the artist.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun working with that. It was I got to work with the Storytellers Forge art director James Monsingo. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I'm realizing I've only ever seen it written. It's fine. He'll forgive me. Super cool dude. And we spent most of January on these.
Spent January on book covers. Well, you can tell that they're all in the same universe, kind of, because they like have all the same color schemes and like all of the illustration like is kind of the same. So like I would assume so.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I say yes, they are in the same universe, even though I haven't read them and I don't know anything about them.
Nailed it.
Thanks. I'm doing great today, I think. Okay, well, tell me about The Memory Thief. What is it about?
Oh, hey, go. So the setting, Knox Valor, Knox Valar, whatever you want to call it, it's from a tabletop game that came out a year or 2 ago. I don't remember. It's called The Black Ballad. It's for like Dungeons and Dragons, and they're doing a Shadowdark version, a couple other like game systems. And it's the land of the dead. It's the city of the dead. So there's all this like lore and backstory and universe building kind of built into the game and all their tie-in stuff. And now in all these novels about like, well, what's that look like? Like, what is a city of dead souls sitting there for hundreds of years, and like, what are their problems and what are all their different things? And they kind of just like teed us up with that. And we're like, now make up a story, go. So what I did was I was like, I could tell a story about like all of this life and death and gods and demons and blah, 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 blah. Or I can make a weird little shapeshifter who steals stuff. And I did that one because it was fun. And it's a story about a shapeshifter named Cypress, who is dead, naturally. Most of the characters are. Who has, without too many spoilers, has a ticking clock on trying to get a message back to the living before something terrible happens, and does a bunch of after-death crimes to make it happen.
After-death crimes?
I know. Well, listen, it was part of the world brief was like, here's the things the dead aren't allowed to do. And I was like, oh, we're doing all of those, including stealing memories, turns out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And we had just a ton of fun putting all this together. So I hope people enjoy it. Coming out June 5th. I never know when to spiel. I just do it randomly. Does that help? I sprinkle it
That
in.
yeah, that's very helpful. So you said it's multiple of you guys writing in this one universe.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever think about making your characters intersect? Do they intersect in any of the other books?
So as of right now, we wrote basically in parallel. So I don't think, I don't think any of the characters we created specifically for our books intersect in this batch. Because the books weren't finished yet, so we didn't fully we knew what everyone's concept they were working on was, but I am just now after the final drafts were in, we were okay, we can all read each other's woo. So I'm working through everybody else's now, and they're doing the same. I suspect because they've already said that they want us all to do trilogies at least, and which is pretty cool. But I suspect we're going to see some crossover going forward as we all kind of see what everybody put. Durston actually was it's we all got the same puzzle and no instructions, and it's really cool to see what everybody built, the same pile of Legos, you know. So I suspect there will be more of that going forward. Having said that, because it was all based off of the Black Ballad, there is intersection with there are shared characters that were already established that I think show up in multiple books, certainly in the setting and places and the big set pieces and all that kind of stuff. So some, and we'll see more, I think.
Look, all you Chris's are just gonna get together after you read all the books. I don't know if the other person's name is Chris, but that's what we're going with right now.
Yeah.
All you Chris's are just gonna get together, and you're gonna be so I think right here is where my character can come in, and we can do a whole other thing.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be you're gonna be reading it and seeing where you guys can branch off to make these interconnecting stories.
100%. It was super cool when we were writing because the game has all of these settings that are talked about in brief. It'd be oh, this is the Coliseum, this is the Thunderdome, and this is the library, and this is the da-da-da. But unless it was relevant to the story of the game, it's not elaborated on too much further. So as we're writing, whoever kind of got to a place first in their writing kind of sort of got to call dibs. And it was just hey, has anyone described the Grove yet? And it's no, I don't think anyone has. Okay, great, I'm going to write a description. That's the law. That's the law now. It's oh, my characters ran across the roof of that building. Okay, well, mine are going inside, so I'm going to talk about what's inside. It was pretty cool. But it was this really cool, I've never done anything aside from actual tabletop gaming, I've never done this ad hoc, cooperative, separate storytelling, world building thing, and I don't know. It was a lot of fun, and it was always cool to be hey, what's this place like? And someone would be oh, I just wrote that.
I can imagine the text thread that was going on. That was just hey, what's the library look like? Is it deserted or are there books? What are we doing? You know?
Yeah.
I love that.
It was so fun.
So whose idea was it to kind of write these books based on this one prompt and to have multiple people doing it?
So it was Rick Hines and Patrick Edwards and Courtney. Oh, her alias is Courtney Penny, and I don't actually know if that's her last name. Oh, no. She was the editor and the lore master, and I should know that. Sorry, Court. But they are from Storyteller's Forge, which is a indie game studio. And Rick, and I think Pat, is also an author who has his own series, and he's going to be adding some to the Black Ballad at some point. But they wrote together the game book. And Court is a professional editor, so she was the lore master who kind of kept us all wrangled and in a line, which was great. But so they wrote and published this Kickstarter and everything and put out this game. And then they were okay, we really want to do tie-in novels. So they kind of put out a call, and a bunch of people answered, and they like down selected and picked like who had time and could tackle the project and whatever. Excuse me. And that's kind of how it came together. It was actually I took the most circuitous route to get into this project possible. For me personally, so I don't know. You'll have to talk to the other Chris's about how they all wound up there themselves, because I think we all came from somewhere else.
Chris's, so we can get like a big old, like just a big Chris.
Yeah.
Like
we have a hive mind. It's a whole thing. Just so you'll have to ask them how they got here. But for me, I wrote my first book a couple of years ago, it's on the shelf. It's Tattered Pawns. It's my own separate series from all of this. Wrote that, published that. Okay, great. Yay, lovely. And then from that, made a tabletop game called Relict, which is free, and people should check it out. It's relictrpg.com. Hey, put that out.
Description?
Yes. So I put that out, and it was entirely based on, like, the whole premise was like, I can't build the characters that I wrote about in my books in the games I play with my wife and my friends. So I built a game that could. Yay. But then Rick and Pat and Court found me through the game because they were doing game stuff. And like we connected on that. We're like, oh, we'd love to collaborate. Like I'm working on this game, you're working on that game. This is really cool. I like your stuff, da da da. And then at some point in passing, he was like, yeah, I gotta try and like recruit a bunch of authors for this project I want to do. And I was like, hey, buddy, how you doing? And so I was like, so in order to get a published book, I had to make a game off the book that I published myself. The publishing industry is weird.
He said, hey, my name's Chris, and I would love to help you out with this project that you're working on.
Yeah, Rick was like, I need to recruit 7 or 8 Chris's and just get everybody in one spot and just Chris as much as possible.
I'm just going to crisscross, you know?
Oh, I was looking for a verb, and you got there before me.
Hey, look, I love a good dad joke, okay?
Nailed it.
I love it. You guys are like the Chris's that are like the superheroes, you know, like Chris Evans and, Chris Hemsworth and like Chris Pratt. Like, you guys are like all the Chris's. Like, you guys are basically like the Avengers, but like the literary world, you know? That's pretty sick. You're the Avengers of the literary world. I need you to tell the other Chris's that, okay?
Oh no. I was going to make a joke because I was like, poor Brian is probably going to see this and be like, oh, because he's one of the other authors. Like, for real, we're not all named Chris, just half of us. But then I realized the 4th author is named Crystal, which I don't. So they really did. They were like, we need as much Chris as possible. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Like, just.
They got Chris, and Brian.
Oh, I straight up just
Brian,
hadn't.
You can be an honorary Chris, Brian, if you want. Is Brian's middle name like Christopher or something? Because then
probably
he could like be in the gang if he wanted to. Like,
listen, he doesn't know this, but it is now. Like, that's. I think John has just decided, like, that's the decree has been issued.
Look, all I'm saying is that wouldn't it be great if his middle name was like Chris or something like that?
Oh my God, I want it to be true so badly. I have no idea.
Brian, I need you to ask Brian next time you talk to him what his middle name is.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. That's Brian Fitzpatrick, who wrote To Slay a God, part of the Chronicles of the Crossing collection, available early June. I don't know if they all come out on the same day, but they're coming.
No, they don't. One of them comes out on the 7th.
I think that's his. I think all the Chris's roll out first. Haha. Which is probably because we're on 2 different continents, both Chris's, so so they can like stagger. They don't have to stagger them as much. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
You know what? And his last name's Fitzpatrick. You can't do any Chris things with that.
No, Chris Patrick.
Chris Patrick.
It's a stretch, but we can make it work.
Brian, I don't really care what your name's Chris now. I don't care what anybody says. That's your name. I've named you Chris. Your name is Chris now.
Oh,
You answer to it if I ever meet you. If I ever meet you in person, I apologize in advance.
I don't.
I don't.
I'm not going to be able to explain this.
You literally told me. You're like, it's Chris, Chris, Crystal, Brian.
Yeah, yeah. They're going to be like, hey, how'd the interview go? And we were like, I've got terrible news for one of you.
Got bad news for you, B. You're a C now. So sorry. So sorry.
Woo.
Anyways, so since book 1 is coming out in June, have you already started working on book 2?
Yes. He said with the trepidation that an author would.
Yes, question mark?
So I've written several chapters of book 2. I am currently in a fascinating position, which I don't hate, where I have multiple interested parties in this series and my other series who are both like, so you're going to do this book 2 first. And I'm like, yes, because I'm a chronic people pleaser. So I've written like 10 chapters of one and 5 chapters of the other, and I'm just going to keep switching and hope no one notices.
How are they going to? They're going to know now, obviously. Because I'm like, how are they going to know? Who's going to tell them? The podcast will. Podcast will tell them. If they listen. That's only if they
listen. I'm counting a lot on their lack of attention, just to get through a lot of stuff, Jonah. Like, just...
Hey, look. You know, that's what a lot of writers that I've been, like, talking to, they tell me, like, when... Because one of my questions is, what do you do when you get stuck while you're writing? And a lot of them say, oh, I'll go, like, if I'm stuck somewhere and I just, like, can't get past it, like, I'll go and work on something else.
Oh, 100%. Like, joking aside, that's exactly it. Because I have days where I'm like, I cannot for the life of me figure out what's happening in book 2 for Nox Valor. I actually don't know how that word is said. I didn't make it up, Valar. Rick, what did you do?
I thought it was Valor, so like that's where I was.
It makes sense. I can't refute that.
I mean, Valor is spelled Valor.
See, I've heard people say it both ways, and until basically this month, it only existed written in my world. So
he said I never actually said it out loud, and now I don't know.
But we got to do an audiobook soon, so someone better figure it out. No, but genuinely, that's part of how my brain works. Is I am not a person who can write out of sequence. Like I know some authors, I was actually talking about this with someone online the other day. Some authors are very like, I have the outline, and if I get stuck in chapter 5, I'll just go work on chapter 7 and I'm like, what witchcraft is this? No, the book has a start and an end, and I have to go straight through or it breaks. So when I get stuck on something, I'm like, clearly I have to go start an entirely different project until my brain recharges on this one. That's the kind of man I am. So, genuinely, it does help. I always have at least 2 things cooking, narrative writing wise. Unfortunately, sometimes I have 4 or 5 cooking, and then I get overwhelmed and I need to lie on the floor for a little while, but that's okay.
We all need floor time,
Listen, exactly. It's 2025 and doctors prescribe 30 minutes of disassociation a day.
Hey, look, man, I've been doing that since college, okay?
Right? It's a good...
laying on the floor, wondering what I'm doing with my life and why I'm spending so much money to go to a school.
Yeah, no, that's correct. That's simply the right response to that situation.
But the existential dread just kind of like set in for a little bit, and then it's fine after that.
Yeah, it's a millennial thing. I don't know if the youths or the olds do that, but every millennial I talk to is like, oh yeah, floor time.
It's totally a thing.
My wife has, which I used to do as well, but we call it lizard time, where she comes home from work and just like turns off the car and just sits in her car for a while and like scrolls or reads or does something. And it's just, I've told her if it's less than an hour, I don't disturb her. If it's more than that, I go out there like, can I get you food? Do you need?
Right. You sleeping in here? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm not going to disrupt you. I just need to know. Yeah, no, I've been there. I get it.
No, it's.
What was the question?
I don't know. I just love that all the millennials that I'm talking to, they're just like, yeah, no, we're all just trying to make it, you know?
Yeah,
we just need our time.
Yes, we're going to do this. I'm going to lie on the floor for a minute. I'm going to go put down some gray flooring and shiplap somewhere. I can't be stopped.
Look, I just go and buy more books.
Listen.
He said, listen.
So I'm in the middle of a move right now. Mm-hmm. All of the boxes that are hiding in the office behind me there are all of the books I've packed up in the last 2 hours. So there's several more floors of that.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. I feel really bad for the movers that I inevitably will end up hiring when I move out of this apartment, because currently I'll tell you. I'm currently at 458 books in my apartment.
Yeah.
Which is, and this is just like,
I haven't done a count, but that feels about right.
Hey, if you need it, I got a great app if you need one, and it's free.
Oh.
You just have to scan the barcodes.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, no. I found it one day when I was having one of those like existential like crises.
Sure.
When I was living with my mom and I was up at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I just like woke up and I was like, I should reorganize my bookshelf.
Naturally.
I took all the books down.
It's a solid 2 a.m. project.
Literally. And I'm trying to, but my mom's like sleeping in the room next to me. So I'm like trying to be like as quiet as possible.
Of course.
And, I just so happened to be like, man, I really wish because I found that I had multiple copies of books. And I'm like, like, this is ridiculous. I should find a way to keep track of these books. And at 2 a.m., I found this app that you just scan the barcode and the book just goes into your library.
I actually, what's okay? So what's the app? Like, we can censor it if you're angling for an ad read or something, but
no. It's called Bookshelf. So it looks
okay. Well,
can you see it? It's like this little pink app right down there.
Okay.
Because my house is a mess. I can send you the link for it.
All right. No, I dig that.
Yeah, no, I love it. I've actually turned a lot of people onto it.
Okay. So you heard it here, folks. Bookshelf is a perfect app that you should go and get, and then tell them that you heard about it here, so they will sponsor the show.
Please have them sponsor my show. That would be great. I've been using that app for at least 3 or 4 years. It's super helpful because like I'll be in like the middle of like Barnes and Noble or something, and I'll look at a book cover and I'm like, God, this looks familiar. Like I know I've seen it before, and then I'll scan the back of it, and it's like, you own this already, and I'm like, I could put it back on the shelf. I'm not going to waste I'm not going to spend another $15 on it, I'm going to spend $15 on another book that I don't own.
Okay. This has both books and cataloging. This is appealing.
Right? Dude, man. My ADHD 2 a.m. brain was just like...
Delicious.
Then I just reorganized all the books on my shelf. And then I mailed out the 3 or 4 books that I had to my friends that were extra. I was like, hi, I had an extra of this book and I thought about you, so here you go.
Oh.
I know, I'm a nice person like that. But yeah, no, it's definitely helped a lot with like all the books that I have. I just feel really bad because when I moved out of my mom's house, I had way less books than this. Like way less, like probably like half of these books.
Right.
And all of my like cousins and like one of my best friends, like they're all like strong dudes, right? And they're like, Jonna, what is in this suitcase?
Yeah.
It's just books.
Just a couple books. It's fine.
Just a few hundred books.
No, it's several editions of the Wheel of Time series. No.
Don't talk. So yeah, no, I literally was like, next time I move, like I don't care how much it costs, I'm gonna hire movers because they're equipped to handle the weight of the books.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So,
yeah, I haven't. I haven't hit that threshold yet, but there's a very solid chance it happens in the next couple of weeks. It all comes down to the balancing act between like, oh, I can do a couple of these each day, and then like, well, I'm not doing that. Oh no. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I can definitely like pack them up. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll pack the shit out of these books. Carrying them, that's a whole nother story. And downstairs, because I live upstairs, like, oh no, we're not doing that. We're absolutely not doing that.
That's a t-shirt design. I can pack the shit out of these books.
I can pack the shit out of these books. You should see how they're like packed onto these shelves, man. I want to reorganize my shelves so bad, but I also need to buy another shelf. So, you know.
The eternal struggle.
But I only have so much space, you know? Like, I'm like, over here, you can't see it, like this little black spot over here is like my fireplace. And then above that is like a whole wall of like Captain America pictures. But like, the ground is flat right there, so I'm like, maybe I'll have to put a bookshelf in front of the fireplace and find another spot for my Captain America wall.
As long as you're not using the fireplace for fire, it should be fine.
I'm literally terrified to like use a fireplace. Like, my friend's husband, they have a fireplace in their house, and he like burns the like Duraflames or whatever. And he's like, "Oh my God, Johnny, you have a fireplace in your house? Like, I'll buy you the little Duraflames." I was like, Don't even waste your money on trying to get me firewood, because I absolutely will not use it.
I need to calibrate your expectations for my anxiety and just
because look, the amount of movies and like the amount of movies I've seen were just like the little kindling just like onto the carpet. Like I can't do that. I no thank you. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't have the attention span for fireplaces too often. Or like I have too much. Like I will not leave the room. It's like, oh, it's burning. Okay, I gotta watch it. It's like, this seems inefficient. Like, this is a bad use of my time. Now, wood-burning stove I can get behind. They're enclosed, but...
Oh, yeah. My dad had a wood-burning stove in our garage.
Yeah.
I think it's still there, actually. Not that
those I can get on board with. We had one. We lived in Maine when I was a kid, and there was one in the basement, and it was like, oh yeah, that works. It just, you close it up. It's made of iron. It's surrounded by concrete. It's fine.
Right. It's totally fine, right? Yeah. Fireplace with like, it's even got like the little what's it called or whatever. I don't care. Fire can get through that. I don't care what you say.
You don't know what fire can do. Fire's crazy.
Fire is literally insane. Okay, have you ever met a fire sign? Okay, they're crazy.
So we do a Relict podcast where we play the game. It's me, my wife, and our friend who is a proud and proclaimed fire sign. And you're not wrong. First book has a dog in it, and I have received more polite threats over the fate of that dog. And like, let me be clear, the dog is fine.
I was about to say, what'd you do to the dog?
The dog is perfectly fine, but it's a dramatic action adventure fantasy book. So the number of people who are like, hello, CD, I've just reached chapter 4 in your novel Tattered Pawns. I'm enjoying it so far, but I simply have to say, if anything happens to this fucking dog, I will hunt you for sport. It's just like, oh, okay, right, all right, you're good. We good? That has become fairly normal. That's an interaction I have every month or two. It's good. It's good and fun.
I mean, you should be. I would be happy that people are caring about animals, even though they're fictional. I'm like,
listen. It worked. The dog is fine.
Dog is fine.
For now.
The dog made it, okay. For now, no, the dog is fine the whole time. Okay.
Whole time. I will kill or maim any other character. No one is safe. The dog has plot armor. That's just a fact.
We love that.
Yeah. It's honestly, for me, I couldn't do it. That's like, I can't. You're crazy. I named the company Hound Song. There is no way I can hurt the dog in the book. Are you kidding me?
The company is literally named after the dog. What do you mean?
Like, he's fine.
He's fine. So your first. So is Tattered Pawns? Is that a series, or is that just a standalone?
It will be eventually. So this is just did a new cover. Yay.
That bad boy is thick. How
Yeah,
many
she's
pages
thick.
is that? 3 C's, okay? I'm
She's
sorry.
thick.
I'm so glad that you're also a millennial.
Yeah, right. 355 in this version. This is the new Barnes and Noble version. Yay.
Bougie.
Yeah, bougie. They were like, we're offering a dust jacket edition now. And I'm like, well, I'm doing that. But you can get it on Amazon. It's on Audible. We've got a really great narrator for it. So go nuts. Go have fun. Yeah, 355 is about 110,000 words, 110.5 maybe. So on the upper end of what you're allowed to do for a debut fantasy novel, which is why it didn't have an agent, and I just fucking published it myself after a while. Spent more time trying to get it through the gauntlet than I did writing the damn thing, and I eventually was like, fuck this. I'm going for it, and I did, and it worked fine. It is the start of a series. Mage is the name of the series. And book 2 is also in the works. That's the one where my wife is like, if you don't finish book 2, I'm going to kill you. I'm pretty sure this book is why she married me. She hasn't outright said it, but the timing is curious.
I guess it depends on how long you've been married.
We just hit a year and change not too long ago, but we dated for a while before that.
Is that when you published the book, though? Like a year or so ago?
No, it was, we started dating right after she read it.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, if the second book in your Streets of Valor comes out before that one, and she's like, I don't think this is working, I think you could probably say,
right. Yeah, I do have a conversation with her every once in a while where I'm like, hon, which project should I be working on? And she's like, Mage, you idiot. And I'm like, but Streets has like a publisher and people invested in it, and like they have expectations. And she's like, yes, but also. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fair. You're making a lot of good points. She's the best.
And also, you're married to me, so you should be working on the book that's important to me.
The worst part is my publisher has like picked up Four Horsemen is who Memory Thief is coming through, but they want to bring on Mage, which is great. And the publisher has picked up that my wife is more invested in Mage, and so every once in a while she's just be like, are you making Maddie happy? I'm like, it's chapter 9, maybe. I'm working on it. Eric, it's fine.
He loves you so much, Maddie. He's not terrified of you at all.
No, she's the best. My publisher is a little scary, but Maddie's delightful.
I would assume that publishers are scary.
Intense people.
He said, yeah, very terrified. He's like, I need help. I'm blinking twice. Help me.
I'm in danger. No.
I get it.
It gets the word count up, or it gets the hose again. What?
Hose again. You're hilarious.
I try. And the books are very funny, too. The Memory Thief comes out June 5th.
Look, he said, go buy my books. I understand.
I'm a very introverted person, and I think a lot of I'm gonna share some wisdom, dropping knowledge now. I think a lot of people, when they start writing, have the same notion I did, where it's like, I'm introverted and I don't like a lot of people facing stuff, and I'm going to get into this because it's something where I can just be creative quietly and then put it out there. And the number of times you have to just walk up to random people and be like, buy my fucking book. You gotta get on that shit. It's the only, there's a lot of stuff happening out here. We do conventions and stuff, and the degree to which you've just got to be like, do you read fantasy? And they're like, oh, yeah, I like fantasy. Buy this fucking book. And it works. And they come back and say they really liked it, but that person was not going to stop at my booth. So I think it's important for people to know the expectations when they get into things. And so when I find knowledge like that surprised me, I try and share it.
So for any of you people out there who are trying to get people to buy your book, just go up to them and be like, please buy my fucking book.
Yep, you gotta get a write up on them.
Make sure you put a breath mint in your mouth first if you're gonna get that close.
And
That's all I'm
just, you're
saying.
real close.
Real close. Just right there.
Hey.
What's up? How's it going? You should buy my book.
But then, like, give them free bookmarks or something, and then, it keeps them happy.
Love a good free.
Like,
The
hey,
amount of free bookmarks I have for books I've never read is wild.
Yeah, it's the move. It's the move.
It
Or
is.
at our table with because we do gaming stuff too. The thing that wound up being the like lightning rod for attention was we just started giving out like packs of mini free dice. They're like this big, and we got 1 million of them wholesale, and we're just like, "Hi, if you talk to us, I'll give you dice." And they're like, "Hello, what do you do?" Yay!
Look, if I learned anything, people love free shit. Okay.
People love free shit, and dice, they look like candy, and that's very appealing on a primal level.
Yes, but don't eat them.
No, don't. Some of them are edible, but I'm not going to tell you which. It's a secret. What's crazy is there are actually edible dice somewhere in this house, and I don't know where they are, and I'm not going to risk that.
He's like, how many dice can I eat before I find the edible ones? No, don't do that. I don't think Maddie would like that very much.
Oh, it's the new game show coming this season from Netflix. Just,
I'm dead. I'm currently deceased.
it's the sequel to Is It Cake? Is it edible? Find out in the hospital.
Oh, God. Stressful. Find out in the hospital, he says.
What? Yeah, no. Joke's got layers. That's. Ooh, it's Monday.
You're my kind of people.
I'm some kind of crazy, and we're vibing. It works. There are some people that it clicks, and there's some people that are like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "You're not. You're not cool." That's what it is.
Excuse me. It's called trauma bonding.
Right, millennials. We covered this. Floor time. Got it.
Literally, that's how I've made like 98% of my friends. It's just like, "Are you okay?" "No, I'm not okay." "Okay, me neither." "Okay, let's be friends."
We went to PAX Unplugged last December, and we're tooling around. The whole weekend. Philly was cool. And actually, you see how I just ADD tangented like 5 times there? It's fine. Reeling it back. We're going two branches deep, and we stopped because we're professionals. But we went to PAX Unplugged, and we're bopping around all weekend to the convention center, and then Marissa, our co-star, was like, "Hey, there's a quiet space on the agenda. I want to go check that out." And me and Maddie were like, "Yeah, that sounds really nice, actually." And they did. They had a whole room that was just like, the lights were down low. You weren't allowed to talk. There were like silent games that were available, like little toys and whatever, but they were all like soft. They didn't click, clack, or do anything. And they just had like free fidget toys that you could like pick up and play with and move and put on the tables. And they had all these like cushions and stuff you could sit on and just have a moment. And I was like, this is the room. This is the good room. There's a lot of people outside, and I like this room.
I'm gonna suggest that at the next convention. I'm gonna find whoever like runs a convention and be like, "You should have this."
Yeah, and you just sort of like slide up to people and just be like, "Buy my fucking book." No.
Literally. Like when you got to get them when they come out of there because they're all nice and relaxed. I'm like, "Hey, I know you're real relaxed, so you're probably thinking that you should buy something. It should be my fucking book."
Always be selling. Woo!
Back to books.
I'm locked in. Let's go.
Okay, we'll get off topic again. So it's fine.
I've got so many answers.
He said the amount of answers I have for the questions you haven't even asked me yet is wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you said Tattered Pawns is your first ever published book, right?
Correct.
What pushed you to finally publish that?
ADD?
That's relatable.
Yeah. No, so I have always, this sounds like such a bullshit answer, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. I have always been writing. My author bio now says something along the lines of like, Chris wrote his first book when he was 13. It was terrible, but he's gotten better since then. And it's actually true. Like I started,
we all get better as we go.
Yeah. I feel like that means it's working, right?
The burn means it's working, so you know.
Yeah. So I did start writing when I was a wee lad, and just kind of never stopped. And Pawns was the first one that I ever like tapped away on and then like, forgot about for 5 years and then came back going through a hard drive and was like, one of those things I started to write. Hold on, this is actually good. So that was the one that finally got me finally got the attention from me to like finish it. And then it's sort of a gambler's fallacy at that point. When you finish the book, it's like, well, I did that, and now it has to go out there somehow, because I'm pretty invested. I don't have the capacity to like write 100,000 words and then put it on a shelf and forget about it until I die, because I'm vain, Jonah. I don't know, but. Yeah, no, that was it. It was just like the first thing I did that I went back with fresh eyes years later and went, oh, wait, I actually like this. Okay, hold on. So that's good. Yeah, I guess that means it worked. It's probably the slowest way to get into writing a book, but that's what I did. Don't follow my path, people, but hopefully it's helpful. I don't know.
Your path is your own, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever.
Right.
I mean, I took, what year is this? 25?
Oh, yeah.
He said, I don't even know, girl.
Probably. It's been like 200 years since January. It's
bruh. Okay. It's like Christmas tomorrow, I think. I don't know.
It seems right.
Right? But so I started writing my book in 2020, I think. Because, I just had so much time on my hands.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
And like I literally wrote it, and it took me 4 years to not only like finish it, but actually like grow a pair to be like, you know what, I think this might be good enough to actually like put out into the world.
Yeah.
And then where you have that moment where you're like, actually, I'm not gonna do it. Like you're like this close to the finish line. You're like this close to publishing it, and then you're just like, I'm not going to do that, actually. I think that this is a bad idea. You know what? We're not going to do it. Like the amount of times I told my publisher, you know what? We're just not going to do it. I just think that maybe we shouldn't. You know what? Just delete the file. No, it's not a thing. No, we're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
And she would yell at me, so.
That's absolutely valid. I relate to that a lot. Yeah, it's, I don't know, completely valid. I'm just like living through some memories right there. That's absolutely it. I self-published Pawns, so that was like a whole other level of like sitting on it for months of like, I just need to push the button. Like if I push the button, it's out there. But if I don't push the button, it's never out there. And if it's never out there, it's perfect because it's theoretical. And I'm like, it's a thing. It's a thing. In some ways, it working like with the group and the publisher and everything does make some of that easier because it's like, well, the fucking deadline's Friday. Like that's so that's what's happening now, or I'm in trouble.
Like, Chris, you better have your fucking words done, or we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah. So there's that, but it's all good. I was a industrial design major in college. This relates, I promise. And that was like my early career. But I remember the joke in our studio by like junior, senior year. Because you have the same group of like 30 kids going through college the whole time, just in a cohort. And the joke was with I think it was Ed, so it would have been our junior year. Our professor was like, "Hey, this is the project we're working on all semester. You've got all this time and . So if anyone needs to he was being generous with like a deadline." He was like offering like, hey, does anyone need help on this? Do you need this? Like, what can we do to like make this resources available? And somebody after an all-nighter or whatever was just like, Ed, I don't need help. I need a fucking deadline. It's just like, oh yeah, that's right. That's correct. That's the way it is. And I've never related so hard to a statement in my life. Because like it's true, and like the work is a gas. It will expand to fill the container it is put in. If you tell me you need it by next month, I will write it by next month. If you tell me I need it sometime in the next 5 years, you'll see it in 5 fucking years. Like that's correct.
Literally.
And when you're working just for yourself, the deadline is dying. So
Felt okay. Felt that right here.
Yeah.
No, literally. I get it. 100%. Yeah. What a time to be alive, you know? Just the high pitched death. Like,
Sometimes I'd be making noises. It's fine. It's all good. Just ignore them.
that's okay. I also just be making noises sometimes. So,
Yeah.
like, I get it. And I tell people all the time. So, like, at my job, I work by myself mostly. Like, so I really don't interact with people unless they're, like, delivery people. So I don't get
Sure.
a lot of people time,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
like, then once I'm around people, I'm like, oh, people! Oh, my God! Hey! And then I have to, like, say everything that's on my mind at that exact moment or else I'll die, you know?
Yeah.
I literally saw this meme once, and it was like, I have to say weird shit or I'll die. And I'm like, yeah, exactly, literally. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care, you know? That's what I have to do. I'm sorry.
Correct. That is absolutely correct. Good stuff.
I know. I'm glad we're having fun. What books are you reading right now? If you're reading any books right now.
Okay, so
Oh, he got a list.
yeah, first of all, I'm reading Mortal Coils by Chris Durston, who is one of the other Chris, which I was supposed to finish several weeks ago, but I'm moving, so I haven't.
That's a valid reason to not have finished it.
Truly. I do also, when I'm like bopping around the house or working on stuff, I do a lot of audiobooks. I think the latest one I'm listening to is Pariah by, I actually have the hardcover over here. Hold on.
Ooh,
Where is
he's
it?
got the hardback book. Me too.
No.
Where is it?
No,
Me
see,
too, all the time.
I bought it in the store because I was like, this looks really interesting. And then it sat on the shelf for months. And I was like, realistically, I need to just spend an Audible credit on this because I'm never going to sit down and read a book again. Apparently, that's my life.
Pariah.
Pariah by Anthony Ryan. Listen to it. I'm like maybe a third of the way through. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a cool little like remix on like the Robin Hood tale. But in that sort of like gritty fantasy Game of Thrones type vibe. So I've been,
Cover.
yeah, I've been enjoying that. There's a whole series. I'm interested to see where it goes. And then Marissa highly suggested, based on my preferences, that I read Ursula K. Le Guin because I had not. So last time I was in a used bookstore, I picked up like 4 of her story collections and whatnot. So I haven't cracked into them yet because moving. But I have those, and that will be the next thing.
Period. I love that for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, no. I'm reading like 15 books right now. I couldn't even tell you which ones.
Yeah. I'm also pretty ruthless. I am a ruthless DNFer. That sounds so weird to verb. But
I know. Whenever I say it to people, I'm like, I'm just gonna DNF, and they're like,
you know
is that?
what? Oh, it's
Literally.
a drug thing. No.
do not for my non-bookies. DNF means do not finish.
No, there's every once in a while, you know, you read reviews or you talk to people or whatever. It's like, oh, I hated that book. The ending is da da da. I'm like, how did you get to the ending if you hated it? Like, I can't.
Literally.
Like, listen, I don't have a lot of time in my life right now to just sit and read something if it's not. And I say this as an author, if I'm not in it, fuck you. I'm out. Like, I just, like, that's no, bye. You go on the shelf of shame.
And not everything is for everyone. I've come to find out. Like
Truly,
it's just, like it's I've DNF'd. Just like this past year, I've like gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, I'll just DNF the book. I'm not gonna finish it, and I'm gonna feel a little bad about it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna do it because it's better for me, because I wasn't gonna finish it anyway. Because like, it's hard to power through when you can't. You're not into
like
it,
if that dopamine drip isn't turned on, I am not moving forward, and I just won't read is the problem. Like that's all. I could be reading something I'd enjoy, probably The Black Company for the 5th time, but it's like I gotta have my comfort franchises, but no, I can't do it. And I say that as an author, as a writer, there are people who love my stuff, and there are people who it's not for them, and that's fine. I would rather you be like, no, this isn't for me. That's okay. Rather than like force yourself through and be like, I fucking hated this book. Why did you hurt
and then
yourself?
leave me like a bad review because you had to suffer through it. Like you didn't have to.
It's like, I don't like fantasy at all. Why did I read this? I'm like, I don't know. Like, you don't read a mystery novel. I don't know, man.
Why were you in the fantasy section to begin with?
Yeah, like you did this, not me.
Yeah, no. So last month for my book club, my friend, I have a book club with 2 of my friends, and every month we switch off months and we pick a book. So one of my friends picked a book about a man who sees dinosaur ghosts.
Okay.
That was semi-interesting.
That took me a second, but I'm on board with the premise. I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't like my favorite thing, but like whatever. And so then my other friend picked a book.
What was the unfinished business? Sorry, go on.
Look, I'll send you the link for it. Okay? I'll send you the link. It's called The Paleontologist. And the premise of the story is actually like pretty decent, but like just kind of the way it like went just didn't really work for my brain. I mean, I'd give it 3 stars, honestly. Like I mean, the story was there, and like the plot, like all of that stuff was there. It just in my brain it didn't work. And then my friend, she picked this book, and in book club we're not allowed to DNF. Apparently. Apparently that's a rule that no one told me was written into the book club rules. And so we're reading this book, and my friend's like, it's about a cult. And I'm like, cool, I love a good cult, whatever.
Sure.
Except for it was, but it wasn't.
Okay.
Chris, it was terrible. It was awful. Like we all hated it.
Right.
Hated it. But we had to like power through it because we couldn't not finish it. Like it, oh my gosh.
That's a weird and self-destructive pact you got going on there.
It wasn't my rule, okay? It was my friend's rule. She like made it up, and she was like, no, we're not allowed to DNF in book club. And I was like, that sounds like some bullshit to me, but
this is not homework. I'm here voluntarily.
Literally. Like I could leave at any time. But like
I'm curious how you're gonna force me.
Like, let's say like this, like the cup is a plot point, and the microphone is a plot point, and the pen is a plot point.
Sure.
But at no point in time did they come together to make sense.
Right. Yeah. And
I was just like,
so editing is really important.
Dude, like and it was so crazy too, because like, like you said, you read the reviews. People are like, oh, this book is so fantastic. It's so good. It's so this, it's so that. I'm like, were y'all also on shrooms when you were reading this? Because the way it reads is that the writer was under the influence and was just like, you know what sounds great? A cult that is in now times, but they talk like they're in before times.
The twist at the end is they're all LARPing or something. Like it just.
I honestly wanted the end to be like she wakes up from a dream or something. Like I would have been happy with the ending if she would have woke up from a dream.
Yeah,
or like a coma or something.
There is a really specific pocket of like you got to pull it off just right. Where, and I can't even think of a good example where it's like, this is really bad, but if they do the one twist, it'll be brilliant. And it's like, that's so dicey, and I don't think most of them go for it from the get. I think it's an accident. But yeah, no, I know the feeling that you're talking about, where it's like, oh, I really wanted more from this. Yeah. Didn't get there. I have a rule about bad mouthing other authors if they're alive, so I'm not gonna, but I've had a couple where it's like that, and it's like, yeah. Or if they're assholes, I will badmouth assholes, but
oh yes, absolutely, yeah, we'll badmouth an asshole, 100%.
Fuck J.K. Rowling, but
the tea is hot. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what a bold stance to take as a millennial. Like, oh yeah, turns out I think all
millennials are on that same train, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're really into this, and it turns out you suck. That sucks. Oh well.
Well, it happens. Well, as the one probably millennial who never read a freaking J.K. Rowling book.
Woo! Yeah, you dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah,
it's apparently. A shame.
Well, I think a lot of what people, it's like trying to like separate the art from the artist. Because, like, from what I know of Harry Potter, like, what people tell me is that it's a fantastic series, that it's amazing. The author, on the other hand, is not the best person, you know?
She reads like one of her own villains, which is really impressive. And Harry Potter, I say again, I don't want to take away from, I enjoyed them. I grew up with them. I enjoyed them as a kid. Looking at them with critical eyes, there's a lot where it's like, well, this doesn't really track. Not the least of which the ending, in which I know this has been the hot topic on book threads recently, so this is not an original thought, but the ending always did kind of sit weird, and it's like, yeah, he defies the wizard fascists and challenges nothing about the status quo. It's like, oh, okay, like his goal at the end was to reestablish the order of all of the problems. Okay, cool. Well, whatever. That was worth 7 books. So that, it is what it is. I think there's a lot of personal emotions for people tied up in that series, and I get it because, like, literally it's about a 10-year-old boy who ages up a year, and all his friends age up a year every time a new book comes out. And the first one launched when I was 10.
Yeah.
So it literally was a childhood for some people. So I get that, and I get the emotional connection to it. I don't think you can separate art and artist when the artist is using the art to do malicious and terrible things to real people. There's some dead authors that I wouldn't feel too bad about reading if they're Lovecraft was a dick, but he's pretty dead, so I don't care if you like Cthulhu, like that doesn't, I can separate that art. He was an asshole. It's just, he was a weird, neurotic asshole.
Most older authors are most likely were assholes. Like, I think that's just
or they were crazy. Like, I think it was Hemingway was like hunting submarines from a speedboat off the coast of his Cape during the war or something. Like, he was nuts. And then
that would not surprise me. Hemingway.
Then the FBI was hunting him, and he ran to Cuba, and it was so I don't
look, man.
There's probably something weird in there, but
look, man, all the quote unquote great authors, insane.
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah. There were a lot of drugs. You could get over-the-counter cocaine. That's
literally. You just walk up to someone and hey, you got some coke? And they're like, yeah, absolutely.
They're like, great, I'm going to go rent some stuff.
I mean, come on now. It's just so readily available to everyone,
Yeah, that's, there's certain times in human history where that just becomes true, and we get some really art about it. Yeah. Anyhow. This has been Hot Takes with Chris and Jonah.
I think we're doing great, personally.
Yeah, nailing it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Were we doing something? Yeah, what's up?
It's fine. When you're writing, are you a planner or a pantser?
Pantser. What about this interview has made you be like, that man's a planner?
I know. I just wanted to actually like hear you say that you were a pantser, not a planner.
Listen, I'm a pantser with a planner mask that I show to invested parties. Like, I had to submit like a brief and an outline for this book, and I'm here to tell you, it didn't last fucking 6 chapters. I was just like, throw all that out. I don't need that shit. Like, here's what the characters are actually going to do. But at that point, they're invested, so it doesn't matter. Like, you just gotta... At that point, the editor's like, wow, this is cool. And I'm like, yeah, don't look at the outline. Shut up.
Don't look at my outline. What's an outline? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's like, I wrote some stuff, and it was wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
He said, I just work here. I don't know.
Yeah. I did. I got about halfway through and just threw out the outline. I was like, none of this panned out how I thought it would. There's like 2 characters in there that were supposed to be like this weird side characters that showed up in one scene. And it was like, no, these guys are a lot of fun. They're a major through line now. And like, they're their own thing. And I'm so happy with that decision.
Oh, yeah, no. Characters, I have found out, just do whatever they want. It doesn't matter what you have planned for them. They just do it.
Yeah. So like now, my brain just broke. Did you hear that? That was live. Now I'm just kind of like, I try not to over plan. Like I'll bullet like a couple of highlights where it's like, they're going to go here and this is going to happen and this is what they want. That's the plan now. And it will if it's that loose, it'll probably be true. There might be some other shit that happens in between when I get there. I don't know. And that seems to be my comfort zone, and it seems to work for me. So that's where I stay.
Hey, look, no need to branch out of your comfort zone.
No.
Especially if it makes you get good books.
Yeah, who am I trying to impress here? Like, it's just...
Your wife, I think, probably.
Yeah, and she wants it done. She doesn't want me to write a fucking outline. That's crazy.
Exactly. So, like... if you had unlimited budget, who would you have portray your characters in a TV show or movie?
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's ready.
This is where Chris has to remember famous people. Right. So, in Memory Thief, let me think about this. Cypress is tricky because she's a shapeshifter. So you really need like a couple. I think so. She does have like
budget.
She does have like a most common appearance that she uses for like a lot of the book. And I think just purely visually, I'm jumping to Ruby Rose.
Love her.
Yeah, I think she's got that vibe of just like, it's got to be someone, because Cypress is a shapeshifter and a spy. So it's a lot of like, now I'm debonair and the center of attention, and now I'm a raggedy weirdo in the background who blends in. And like, you need someone who can kind of go between dressed up and blending in and weird looking and whatever, or drop dead at any given moment because they're doing spy crime shit. And I think that works.
Fair.
Now I'm just thinking of Ocean's 11. That's not helpful.
Love Ocean's 11. What a good movie.
Yeah. The sequels don't count. No, Ocean's 11 is fantastic.
I might watch that after this, honestly.
It's
like a comfort movie, you know?
It's a good one. The bad guy, who would be the bad guy for that book?
Who would be a good bad guy?
This is going to be a weird one.
Okay.
Henry Cavill.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Can I be an extra in this TV show? Or
right. But because the bad guy for a lot of it is like this very super nice, like, and then there's a twist. I don't want to spoil anything, but I think Henry would be a very good, like, well, everyone loves Henry Cavill. No. And then for the weird, like, duo of guys who wound up being their own thing, I just had him. Who is it? Transition goes here. Oh no, I lost it. Hold on. Brain rebooting. Henry Cavill for the bad guy. And then I can see the face. What's his name? Oh no.
What was he in?
I don't remember. David Tennant. He's like an investigator character.
Okay, I can see that.
Absolutely David Tennant as like his scruffy Broadchurch or weird dude from Jessica Jones, like that vibe for him.
Yeah, got you.
And then his sidekick is just like this unhinged weirdo who cusses constantly. And I'm thinking like truly like William Dafoe or something. Just an absolutely
love freaking Willem Dafoe. Oh
grizzled fucking wizard freak. Like that's his vibe. So that would be good. So good old David Tennant, William Dafoe, Henry Cavill team up opposite Ruby Rose.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I don't care if Henry Cavill's a bad guy. Okay, I will still love him.
I know. That's the fun part.
The amount of movies I've seen where Michael B. Jordan is a bad guy, which is like the one, which is Black Panther, I still, in fact, love him.
That's absolutely fair.
I still, in fact, love him. I literally watched a movie where Chris Evans was a drug addict, and I still loved him. Okay.
Yeah, he actually goes against that like Captain America type really well.
Yeah, I know. Love him so much.
Well, it's like after we talked about it earlier. After Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe was deliberately like, "What's the weirdest roles I can take on?" And I kind of fucking respect it, man. Like, I want to play a dead body. What? Like.
You're Harry Potter, bro. What are you doing? Yeah. He's like, okay, whatever. I don't care.
I'm going to do whatever I want, yeah. Emma Watson's like, I'm going to save the world at the UN. And the other two are like, I'm a dead body. Just...
Look, man, it's different. Different for boys and girls. Different.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Very different, you know?
Mad respect. I love the different choices in terms of where they could have gone. Because they could have gone anywhere. They could have done a lot. Rupert, what's his name, bought an ice cream truck, and I think he's got something figured out the rest of us don't.
He just decided to live a normal life, I think.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to buy an ice cream truck and give out ice cream. And I'm like, okay, Ronald Weasley, what the...
He said, I've got Harry Potter money now. I don't need to do anything else.
Yeah.
I'm just going to live out the rest of my days and chill at an ice cream truck.
That reminds me of my this is my Bill Gates story because I used to live in Seattle. Not that he is nearly as good of a person as Rupert, what's his name, who played Ron Weasley, who seems genuinely nice. So don't equivocate that. But I used to live above a Jimmy John's in Seattle. And there was a promotion they did. Yeah, it was a problem for me, but that's fine. Why am I going to cook? They can give me a sandwich in 30 seconds.
Literally.
I don't understand finances. I'm 22. It was bad. It was a bad time. But they did a promotion where it was like $1 sub day or something for something or other. And these guys, much to my shame, all of the Jimmy John's sandwich technicians recognized me after a couple of months because I came in there every day when I got home from work because it's dark and raining in Seattle and I've got to go up a flight of stairs and I don't want to fucking cook. So I walked in and the cashier's like, dude, you just missed him. I was like, what? And he's like, it's like $1 sub day. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, Bill Gates was just here. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, I did see a weird car driving away a minute ago. He was like, yeah, Bill Gates pulled in here with whoever in a fucking Bugatti, walked in, ordered a $1 sub and walked out. And I was like, that's a move. That's That's genuinely a power move. I will give him that one.
What an icon.
If you're the rich guy, if that's your whole deal, and you see $1 sub, that's the day you stop. You gotta. I hope he tipped. I don't know if he did, but I hope he did. Probably not.
If we know how Bill Gates is saving his money. He's
Right.
getting dollar subs.
He's been wearing the same jeans since 1938. So just
Honestly, like, I mean, he probably like never washes them. That's probably how they've like stayed so well, you know. I know, right?
yeah.
I know, but like still, you know what I mean? Okay, so anyway, what books or authors would you recommend other people read besides yourself?
Right. So the two that are most influential to my writing style are the ones that I always go to. The first one is Glenn Cook, specifically the Black Company series, which is like 4 or 5 books. I don't remember. Probably my favorite set of novels. They're from the 80s. There's some stuff in there that's a little bit aged, but just I remember reading it and being like, oh, it's Lord of the Rings, but like from the perspective of like the foot soldier shitting in a trench. Like this is so much cooler. And just there's this like irreverent through line through all of it, because I think Cook was in Vietnam, if I remember correctly. But there's this really irreverent like through line. It was super influential for like that whole subgenre of fantasy that came out, and like this like realistic fantasy, and like I think there's a whatever. But I can explain the Black Company in one scene. There's a scene where the soldiers are like, you know, fighting in a city, and they're taking shelter in a house, and they've heard that like the Dark Lord's 12 minions, who are the arch wizards of destruction, who are the, you know, the it's the 10 who were taken, so there's 10 of them. But the 10 wizards of doom and destruction and might, and like the Saurons of the world, are like coming, and they're destroying everything, and they're so scary. And one of them is like coming for their position, and the main character hides behind a fucking door or just hides in the corner. And the Dark Lord walks in, and he comes to the top of the stairs, and the main character goes, ah, and jumps out, kicks him in the back. He falls down the stairs, and they run. And I'm like, yeah, actually, that's amazing. Like, why wouldn't that work? There's no, like, fucking Sauron doesn't have a don't fall down the stairs spell at the ready all the time. Like, he came in there to kick somebody's ass, and then someone pushed him. He wasn't ready for that shit. Like, that's amazing. I love that. And I'm like, oh, so like, that's the point in the series. It happens pretty early. That's the point in the series where I'm like, oh, this is going to be pretty good. And it is. They're fantastic. And then the other one that really influenced me is I love Jim Butcher's Dresden Files, just for like Harry Dresden's voice throughout, who is in the audiobooks voiced by what's his name, who played Spike on Buffy, if anyone's into
James
that.
Marsters.
James Marsters. There we are. I got
We talked about that at a convention I went to.
Yay! He's apparently, Mandy met him. He's apparently delightful.
He is delightful. We love him.
I love that. I love to hear that. And he does such a good audio. Like, that's one of the few series where I'm like, oh yeah, you got to listen to the audiobook. Like, Marsters nails Dresden. But what's funny is I know for a fact that Jim Butcher also is a fan of the Black Company, because they're an Easter egg in one of his short stories. So I think there's a line there between those two that leads to me writing what I write now, which is funny to me. Gotcha. And I didn't know that until years later when I found that short story. And it was like, oh yeah, I knocked my Black Company novels off the shelf. And, all right, Harry, fair enough. So read those. They're good if you like fantasy and funniness. If it's not your thing, don't leave a weird review about it.
Don't leave a weird review about it. I know. My favorite is reading 1-star reviews. It's like, oh, it's like why'd you, like earlier, like, why'd you suffer through it? You suffered through it just to give it 1 star? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You not have anything better to do?
Like, I've been a big video gamer for a long time. I don't have a lot of time anymore, but so I've got Steam. And what's really fun to me about Steam is that it tells you how many hours someone has played when they leave a review. And the number of times, I don't understand this person, but the number of times I've seen somebody leave a negative review, hated this game, can't believe, ... so terrible, blah, blah, blah. And then it has over 100 hours on record, sometimes over 1,000. And I'm like, you know, you can do other things. Like, I get it. It's helpful if you're like, I want to give this a shot up to a point. 1,000 hours is so many days. just full ass days to do something, you're miserable. Who made you? Who did this?
Why do you hate playing a video game? I don't understand.
I get not liking stuff. I've had things that disappoint me that I don't like, that I tell people I don't like, and I think that's absolutely valid and great. But I don't like wasting my time either. I don't understand it. And I don't have a lot of, that sounded like a humble brag, and I don't have a lot of negative reviews, so I'm just saying.
He said, so my book comes out on June 5th.
What's that? 4.5 star author on Goodreads, CD Corrigan said.
Not that you know your Goodreads rating.
No, I'm being facetious. It's actually 4.55.
So 4.6 if you're...
I don't check it every morning. That'd be crazy. It's just most days.
Look, man, if Goodreads had if Goodreads did the thing like your phone is like with your screen time, it'd be like, Chris, you were on here every day for a month.
Bro, get help. Goodreads just gives you the touch grass badge.
What is up, doing? I love Goodreads. Goodreads, if you want to sponsor my podcast, please sponsor my podcast. Bookshelf, if you want to sponsor my podcast, please sponsor my podcast.
Right. Although my hot take is that 5 stars are a terrible way to rate anything. It should just be a thumbs up or thumbs down. Steam got that right.
I felt that, yeah. Like, thumbs up.
Because, stars, this is just a full other tangent. Stars mean different things to everybody. I've gotten 3-star reviews on stuff that people are like, this is amazing. I really enjoyed it. And then I've gotten 5 stars where someone's like, it's all right. I'm like, what does this system mean? It should just be, would I recommend this to somebody? Yes or no?
Right. Literally.
Yeah. Anyhow.
I get it. Anyway. So, Chris.
Hi.
And/or CD Corrigan.
Are we starting the interview now?
I mean, we've only been going for like an hour and a half. But it's fine.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Literally, it's my life. It's me with the ADHD and the tangents.
Mm-hmm.
Where can my, watchers, basically, because I don't put any of this in audio and put it on anything besides YouTube. So, where can the people find you?
I am available on most of the socials as Houndsong Games. That is the umbrella under which I operate. I am also CD Corrigan on Instagram, so that's fun. And if you want to check out relictrpg.com, that's RELICT RPG.com. If you're a game person, you can also buy all my books through there because it's more convenient to put everything in one place. Also, Relict is free, so go play it. Why not? You got nothing to lose. If you don't do it now, you're actually wrong.
Play his fucking game and buy his fucking books, okay?
See, you play the game and then you buy my fucking... No.
Chris, it was so fun talking to you. I had so much fun. We're gonna have.
I'm so glad. Yeah, Jonah, this was delightful, and thank you for indulging all of my crazy tangents and asides. And those will definitely all make the final cut. I think it was gold. Totally. Solid gold for an hour and a half.
Totally. So. I appreciate you sticking around with me screaming at my cats. So
I have to go check on mine because she hasn't screamed at me yet. So I'm going to go do that.
Yeah. So everybody, please go follow Chris, aka CD Corrigan, on all of the things. Check out his game Relict, and the book.
The Memory Thief.
Of the Memory Thief. I'm so sorry. It's been so long since we said the title of the book. The Memory Thief comes out on June 5th of this year. So date of recording next month. And make sure you guys please rate, review, and subscribe for Booking It with Jonna.
Delightful. And then follow all the other Chris's. We are one. We are Legion.
And the one Brian.
Yes, Brian Chris Fitzpatrick.
All Brian, right. What's your real name?
He's going to come on like, what the fuck happened?
You have to tell him in the Chris's and Brian group chat that it's...
I don't know. It might be more... It might be more fun if he just finds out from other people.
Okay, period. I'll be sure to cut that, make that a clip and then post it on socials and tag you. So then you could tag him in it and then it'll be a whole thing.
He's gonna be like, what are you doing?
We gave you a new name so you guys could be the Avengers of the publishing world.
Obviously. All right, Jonah. Well, this was delightful. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you had a good time. If you need anything from me in the meantime,
I just called you Jonah instead of Jonah. I apologize. My brain is fried.
I literally, at my second job, there's a lady there who calls me Jonah like all the time. And the amount of times I've corrected her and or politely been like, oh, people are like, oh, Jonah this, oh, Jonah that. And like, even my coworkers call me Jonah in front of her and she still calls me Jonah. I'm just like, you know what?
She goes home like it's weird how everyone gets Jonah's name wrong.
Like my sister worked there for a time. And my sister was like, you know she calls you Jonah, right? I was like, yeah, to my face. Like, it's been a year now, so like I'm
given up. Just
literally, it's been a year, so I'm just like, okay, I'm Jonah to her and Jonah to everybody else.
You can only pick so many fights. Like that's just you gotta choose. Is it worth it? I get it.
Because she loves me too. Like she loves me, and I'm like, girl, how do you love me but you don't know my name? That's so crazy.
So there's one I get, and I don't know why, because Chris is pretty hard to fuck up. Every once in a while, and it's always an old person, so there might be like a nickname thing somewhere that like, there's like old nicknames like, oh, that's Roger, that's Pete. And I'm like, what? Sometimes old people call me Chuck or Charles, and I have no fucking idea why. And I'm like, no, my name's Chris. And they're like, I know Chuck. And I'm like, was this like a famous person? Like, what's going on? So if anyone knows the answer to that mystery, let me know.
I've never understood why like people call people named Charles Chuck. Like I've never understood that at all.
My theory is just it's a vision thing. They see the CH and make it jump, and then they're just wrong.
It could be. I don't know. I've always had like lots of questions. Like why are people named William called Bill?
I think Richard got the short end on that one.
Yeah, he didn't really have the short end on this thing on that one.
That joke had layers.
We got lots of layered jokes going on here today. All right, guys. Thanks for being here, Chris. I will see you later. Have a great night. Go check on your cat. Tell your wife I said hi.
Will do.
Have fun moving.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.